Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus Prison Architect Alpha 24 episode 4. In the previous episode we added all of this here. This is our sort of cell block area. We've got two wings, there you go, down either side. Then we've got a shower, very dirty. We've got this, what would you call it? Well, it's a common room, I guess. It's got some tables in there, some hollow terminals, and some hollow pads, and so forth. And yeah, we just generally progressed on. We also built a canteen and other things as well, and put in 1 million lights, which annoyed people no end. But you know what? Yes, I know we could have done something else with the money, and whatever. It was like $1,000 or something to do them lights. But you know what? In the night, that looks pretty good. Anyway, in this episode, we're going to get prisoners, and hopefully the prison won't burn down. That should be hopefully a good thing. People also comment that this thing isn't exactly centralized. Yes, I know, but yeah, I've done what I can. I would have to extend it up further, would I? Hang on, let me have a quick look. I'm going to see if I can resolve it for you, because that's just, a nice kind gesture. 1, 2, 1. It would have to be like that, really, wouldn't it? In reality, is that right? Let's have a quick look. That is 12, and that would be 13. So no, it would have to be along there. I don't know how to fix this thing. If that's 12, and then what would that have to be? That is 1, 2, 3 little things. 1, 2, 3, like that. That's what it would be like. Okay. So that's 13 by 12. So it's never going to be centralized, really, is it? Really? Nah, you know what? I've done my best. Just progress. Just gloss over that. Anyway, we need to add a couple of things first. We're going to go to our materials and then to concrete wall. Actually, no, we're not going to use concrete wall. We're going to use imperial wall. And then we're going to put in some imperial wall up here. And this is our sort of staff area and whatnot. So there we go. This is our armory over the right-hand side. A lot of people asking, am I going to have armed guards in this thing? Oh, hell yes. Loads of them. Loads of the things. Right, we'll get them to get on and construct that. This is obviously the cell block, which is not finished, but it is mostly there. It is mostly there. As you can see, I can get rid of all them, then get rid of all that stuff there. We don't need that. Yes, it's mostly finished, but not entirely. It's it'll do is really the answer I can give for that one. Anyway, so let's just have a quick look. I need to check where things, what things are going to be. So this is going to be the armory. This thing here. We also need a probe station, which will be. Do we need to be outdoors? No, it has to be enclosed. And we need somewhere for them all to be. It needs to be minimum 5 by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can't be that one. So we do need then a. I was going to be infirmary. That was going to be infirmary. That was going to be the morgue, I believe. I keep forgetting which ones these are, but we definitely need. We need exports as well. I need to put that in. Visitation's over there. Right. Let us get. What would it be? What goes in there? I believe it was execution. No. It was a staff room. Yeah, it was a staff room. Yeah, I'm sure this was a staff room, so that's going to get designated as staff room. Minimum size 4x4, which we've fulfilled that. And we need at least a sofa and a drinks machine, which it's just a hologram. So we're going to use the Imperial symbol at the back there. And then we'll put some sofas in. We'll put a sofa in there. And then we'll put a chair in there as well. Obviously, that'll do for now. That's just to get the thing to say, yeah, this is now registered. Let's put a staff door on the thing. There we go. We'll also put a staff door on there for now. We need to run some power throughout the facility as well. So let's run it in like that. Across, down, and then across. And that runs power to all of these rooms like so. This room here, well, yeah, we'll get onto that later. Obviously, we need to place some more lights. In fact, speaking of that, let's just go to objects and go to lights, and we'll actually light up this corridor. Only as an ad hoc thing, we're not going to put too many lights in it. There we go, that should do it nicely. A couple of comments, people have said, what are we going to do with this area here? I think I've answered it before, but I'll answer it again. This is going to be where we have a security area. In Star Wars Episode 4, when obviously Han Solo and Chewie and Luke, obviously dressed in stormtrooper armor, come up the turbo lift, whatever it is. No, hang on. don't know what it's called, the elevator thing. They open it, and obviously they come in from here. It would be, so this is where the lifts would be. They'd come in from here, and then they'd say, where are you taking this thing? And he says, prisoner transfer from cell block 1138. And he says he wasn't notified, and he said he'll have to clear it. And then there was loads of shooting and stuff, and then what happens is obviously Han goes, everything's fine, situation normal. What happened? He said, there was some sort of weapons malfunction. He said, we're going to send a squad. And he said, no, you don't need to send a squad at all. There's no point in that. Negative, large leak, very dangerous, got a reactor leak. We're going to take a couple of minutes to lock it down. And then he blasts it, and then he said, Luke, we're going to have company. And then, to be honest, you probably already know that, or just go and watch the movies. But basically, there's a security station around here that they shoot up, and we're going to build a security station around there. Hope that answers your question. By the way, I've seen Star Wars before, just a couple of times as well. Right, so let us go to our, probably Imperial Wall. We're going to drag Imperial Wall right up to the top here, like that. And this is going to be our solitary? No, it's not solitary, sorry. This is going to be our, what will we have? That's going to be our Visitation, isn't it? Yes, it is. First thing we need to do, though, is get some more doors put in. I'm currently lacking doors. Now, let's go to large cell door. We'll put one there. We need to also put one there and there. Basically, everywhere where I can, I'm getting a cell door shoved in. There we go. There's that put in there. That one put in there. And that should do us for now. We have $5,000. So I'm going to hire 2 guards and 2 chefs. Okay. So we've got staff and stormtrooper. 1, 2. And we'll hire 2 cooks. There we go, and there's a little bit of money for me. So we need to have at least 5 guards without assigned duties for our staff wellbeing initiative, and we're going to hire more anyway, because we're going to get prisoners. 1, 2, 3. There we go, and there's that one done as well. Fantastic. So let's also hire 1, 2, 3. There we go. What is an FX7 droid? Automatically heals nearby injured people. It is our... Oh, right, it's the medical one. We also need an intelligence officer. So we need to build more of these. Okay, so let's crack on. Oh, we'll do these ones over here. So we need to go to... Which foundation is it? It is... That's standard Imperial Wall, that one. So it's our standard foundation. So we will click and drag. So along there. And then that bit there, and then that bit there. And then finally that bit there and that bit there. Then we'll have a bit of an entrance. Was it a door or a staff door? Let's have a quick look. A quick Luke, like Luke Skywalker, because it's Star Wars, and oh god, I need to get out more. Right, let's just get a staff door over here, and we'll shove it there, and that'll be our extra bit there. We need to go to Imperial Wall. Was it Imperial Wall that I used? I think it was. We'll have a quick look once it's sorted. Hang on. Yes, it's Imperial Wall, all of them. Right, fine. So, I'm just waiting for them to sort that out. It says requires entrance, but once they've put stuff in, it should be okay. Let me just go to demolish walls, and we'll demolish that wall there. It's a bit weird, a bit glitchy, this thing, the way I have to do it, but you know, whatever. Let's delete that and delete that bit there, delete them bits there, and then that should all be sorted. We'll just go to rooms, and then to our office, we'll designate... Come on, there we go. We'll designate all that as office. There we go. That is now our new office. It needs office console, which I believe goes right at the back. Let me have a quick look over here. Oh, yeah, it goes there, right. So the office console goes there. The office terminal... Sorry, that was the office... Right, yeah, that's the office terminal. Or console. Right, yeah, that one. That's the office console back there. No, that's at the weight bench. That's the office console. That's the terminal, okay? And then we need a chair, obviously for piloting the thing that goes there. Then we'll go to staff, and then we'll go to our intelligence officer, which, they're blue. Duros? I think so. Anyway, blue with red eyes, something like that. Right, let's go to, our regime, and we've actually missed the intake for today. I was doing all that. That's okay. We can put up with that. Let me just delete that CEO's letter there. Doesn't actually show up, but whatnot. It doesn't matter. Right, so we've got people, as you can see, they're going around. They're mulling around here, making food and such. We don't really need to get that, but yeah, whatever. Let us get the armory sorted. No, we don't need the armory just yet. I think we'll just go for a standard door. We'll put a door there, then we'll go to our rooms, and then to Visitation, if I can find it. There we go. And then clicky drag all the way up to the top there, and then we need to just put in a couple of visitor tables, which look fairly funky. Oh, I like the look of them. They're very good. So we'll just have 3, 4 for now. Actually, you know what? They don't cost that much. I might as well put them all in And there we go. There's all them put in. And then I think what I'll do, because I might as well put some lights in here. Put a light just above everybody's head. I know I didn't get that right further at the top here. That one, or that one, or that one. So I'll put one there, there, and there, I think it is. Let me just go back to our visitor table. There. It's lights, basically, it's lights right above the visitors' heads. Or it's right above the this inmate's head. There we go. Right, sorted. A lot of people have been asking what floor I'm going to use for this prison. Guess what? It's going to be steel floor. That's it. No, we've got iron floor grating as well. So, and panel floor. There's a lot of floors, isn't there? I think it's going to be iron floor grating. Or steel. I think we'll mix it up. We'll do a bit of both, right? Oh, and there's also this other floor as well. Beryllium floor. Oh, I don't know now. Oh, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. We'll come to that later. I think we will come to that later. Right, bureaucracy. Let's have a quick look. We've got deployment and things to get. We need holocams. There we go. We'll start researching that. We don't really need to research land expansion. And we need to get probably groundskeeping, labour, prison labour. Yeah, prison labour. And we want remote access as well. But I don't know where I'm going to put remote access. So we'll have to see, really. Let's just go to our intake and turn on high risk intake. Then we're going to go to our regime. And we'll knock everything to free time. This is generally the way I do it. We'll knock everything to free time, and then we can work from there. So the regime isn't going to be that big. That like stressful for them. It's going to be a lot of sleep. So 12 till I believe 5 will probably do it. 12 till 6 actually. Then we'll have a shower time straight away. Then 2 hours of free time. Then 2 hours of eat. Then 2 hours of free time, and then work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then probably 2 hours of free time, and then 2 hours of eat. I think that should do the job. And then an hour of free time before they go back to bed. In fact, I think we could shift the whole thing up 1. Yeah, I think we can shift the whole thing up 1. And I also realised, yes, that is not eat time, that's shower. Yeah. We'll also go to work, put it there. Eat time there. And then we'll go to free. So free time there, free time there, free time there, and free time there. So sleep time, then 1 hour of shower, 2 hours of free, 2 hours of eat, 2 hours of free, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of work, 2 hours of free, 2 hours of eat, 2 hours of free. We will be changing that depending on what happens. Right, so I think we need a couple of other things in here. There's some more grants. Health and Wellbeing grant, we'll get that. Cell block A, we've already completed that grant. That's pretty good. Cell block B is to get it up to 50. That's not bad at all. Prison maintenance, I think we'll research that as well. I will get the grants for that. And we're going to decrease our loan now. There we go. We've now paid our loan back, okay? Sadly, it was a fair amount, but, you know, we're fine. So we can actually get more loans. As you can see, look, bank loan can now go up to 250,000 because of my credit rating and such, because I've paid it right back. So that's always a good thing. Let's just go to our policy and that's our programs. We'll go to our prison policy, which I have not yet researched. So let us get on with that prison policy. There we go. I need to hire a security guy and I need to hire a couple of other people as well. So let's just go to foundations. We'll pause it for a second, then building. Then we're going to get all of these put in here. There's that one. There we go. And then we'll go over here and sort this one out as well. Job done. Obviously, it's going to be problematic deleting things and whatnot, but we'll get on with that later on. Imperial wall here. Click and drag all the way down just to sort that. We can see we've got a little R2 unit come in and fix that. Or is it an R4 unit? I think it's an R2 unit. I'll have to check. Right, there we go. And let's have a quick look. R2 droid. Yeah, it is an R2 unit. Yeah. But anyway, a lot of people saying that they really get the references about Star Wars and such, which I would hope you get. I mean, there's a couple of people said, "Oh, I don't like Star Wars," or "I don't get the references." Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm not saying you shouldn't like Star Wars. You obviously have the right to like or dislike anything you want, but yeah. You're just a less of a person if you don't like Star Wars. No, it's not the case at all. Like what you like or dislike, whatever you want. I genuinely have no. Genuinely don't care that much. But you know, I like Star Wars myself, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. And some people seem to like this thing as well. because they wouldn't be watching it otherwise. Right, we're just going to we'll change this about a bit because I messed around with the staff door and it didn't work properly. Let's just go to staff, and we're going to go to we do need a couple of other offices, but we need to obviously sort this out first. So let us go to just demolish walls, demolish that wall there, and then we'll put in a door, a staff door rather, there. Okay, there we go. We'll do the same thing over the bottom here. Obviously, they can't get access to that central bit, so we'll go to demolish walls, and we'll demolish that bit there. We will have to demolish even more walls up here, so it'll be that, them two, and them two. It says there is no access. That actually is technically right until they put that door in, and then it fixes it. So far, the pathfinding has been amazing. I cannot fault it one bit. I'm actually going to put a light above the consoles because currently it's all dark and it's not very good. Put one there, we'll put one there. We need some sort of light. Have I actually put that in there? Imperial wall? No, I forgot to put the Imperial wall in there. Oh, well, we'll sort that out. Oh, we actually need to run power as well. That's a thing. Yeah, we need to run power to these. So we'll run them along and then down. Obviously, this is a little bit of a hack because, yeah, in reality, you wouldn't power up a TIE fighter through a Death Star. You wouldn't power this thing up, would you? Through the Death Star. Anyway, we've got 8 prisoners turning up in less than 2 hours, so that's going to be quite interesting. Let's just go to our rooms and then to office, and we'll click and drag on there. That's one office. Then we'll do the same thing over here, but only after I demolish the walls a little bit further. That wall, that wall, that wall, and that one. There we go. And we'll sort that out. Let me just go to our staff, and we will hire a sector officer. There we go, which I believe is our security officer. No, a sector officer is additional astromech droids. That'll be our... What would a sector officer be? That would be our maintenance guy. That would be the original thing, really. It would be maintenance guy. Right, here we go. Our first rebel scum has just turned up. Oh, look at that! I've never seen that before. Well, obviously, I haven't really... Well, yeah, I've played them all before, but I've never seen that before. That guy's got a weird head, like an alien head. Look, that guy's purple. Oh, I like that. I do like that there. That's pretty good. That guy has something on him, surely. Search prisoner. I think he had something on him. We should actually have got a... We should have actually got a metal detector up before anything else. I should have had a metal detector there, but I totally forgot to do it. So we'll have to quickly... ad hoc solution, quickly put it in. Now they're going to do it. Are they going to do it? I don't know. Let me just go to our utilities here, make sure, yeah, it is going to be powered up. So there you go. It's in there. It's one of them little droid scanner things. Obviously, they're already inside now, but we'll do our best. Right, so let's just quickly go over here. Office terminal, office console, and we will put a... Oh, that's a big bench. We don't want a bench in that. And we'll put a chair in. Right, there we go. We'll go down here and we'll do the same thing really. We'll go to rooms and then to office, click and drag all the way to there. That's a nice office now. And then we'll put a terminal there. We'll put an office console there. And then we will put a light in just because, you know, we can. And we'll put a chair. Where is the chair in the other places? Oh, it's there, of course, it's there. Thought it was there, I was just making sure. There we go, and there's that sorted. We need to power this thing up with a bit of cable, so we'll just run some cable along and then in to power that thing up as well. Right, so we now have prisoners. As you can see, they're going about their daily business. They're eating food. I don't know what it is. Oh, yeah, by the way, people have pointed out that we don't have a trash compactor in this thing. I am aware, but very well done for spotting it. We don't have a trash compactor. And as you can see, people are now, yeah, they're coming in and filing around. And we don't have any security, which is not great. So let us just go to our deployment. And I haven't actually unlocked it through deployment. Oh, bureaucracy. Oh, bollocks. Right, let's get that. Let's start researching that. Let's research groundskeeping, cleaning, remote access, armory. We need to research the lot, basically, but I don't want to overspend. I've got 50 grand, so we should be okay. Anyway. As you can see, prisoners are walking along now. We do have prisoners. So, high-risk prisoners, obviously rebel scum, probably. And we need to make sure that everything will be okay. Let's force that door open. This door is a bit weird. We need to go to deployment. Staff only is that area, because they don't need access to that. That is staff only as well. So is that area. And obviously, certainly, them bits there as well. Let us just put all of them as staff only. People asking what are these for? Well, obviously that's access to that outside bit there. That is access to the back. I don't know why you would need to do that, but whatever. And there we go. I don't know why that's flashing yellow. It's a bit weird. Anyway, let me make sure that that is staff only as well, and we will start putting a couple more doors in just to start sectioning things off. So this one here is going to be just a cell door, I think. I don't know, I'd like a remote door, but no, we're going to go for cell door. And then we're going to have a remote door there, okay? And then this will be the infirmary, so we're going to go to staff door, put a staff door on both of them there. In fact, we don't really need a staff door there, to be perfectly honest. We could just put that joined up there. Right, so obviously what we don't have is we don't have any way for them to clean. We don't have any cleaning area. We don't have any... What would it be? Oh yeah, we don't have any laundry, which this is going to be laundry. That was going to be cleaning. This was going to be, I believe this was going to be the teaching area. That was going to be our workshop. That was going to be something or other. I can't really remember a lot of this. Security station there, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how far we go with that. I did plan it all off, but the problem with this area is that it was basically 2 cell blocks there, the Death Star beamy thing, and then storage, canteen, etc. in there. This bit here was everything else, right? So everything else needs to go here, so it doesn't really matter where we put it as long as it fits in, right? So anyway, first things first, let's go to our laundry. We're going to click and drag laundry along there. Then we're going to go to our... We need cleaning cupboard as well. If I can find the cleaning cupboard. It's not... You need to you require cleaning. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, this thing here, we need to put a laundry machine in, and it's only a standard laundry machine, I've just noticed. Wow. So I'm going to put in laundry machine in there. 1 laundry machine, 2 laundry machine, 3 laundry machines. Ironing boards, which are really weird. There we go. And we need a bench. No, we need a table, rather. There. And then we need some laundry baskets, which will be there. That should do us nicely. We'll go to our door. Large door. Put it there. And we'll also 1, 2. Something like that. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, these ones are in the wrong place, I am aware. Should be there and there, actually, shouldn't it? And that one needs to be dismantled. Currently, all the doors are set to be locked. Not locked, rather. They're just going to be set to, you know, do whatever. Obviously, that's a little bit of a problem, but we'll get on with dealing that later on. Right, let's run a small pipe in. There we go. Then we'll run a bit of... Oh, we'll need to run another small pipe straight across. Then we need to run a... Good grief, that's loud. We need to run electrical cable in there, and then I've just realised that some droids are going a bit mental because they can't get out. Good grief. Right, let's put in some large jail doors. We'll put one in there, then we'll put one in there. Don't put one there. There. There it is. Right. And that should resolve that. Obviously, one thing we haven't got, lights. A lot of lights missed out here, so lights, lights, lights. Then lights all around here, like that. That should be that sorted. And then as soon as that one's researched, we'll get cleaning cupboard, put a cleaning cupboard there. Right, I think we're okay. I think we're doing alright for now. Obviously, we're going to receive more prisoners, 12 prisoners, in fact, in a little bit. We need some more stormtroopers, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't need a fixed droid. We need an R2 cleaner droid. We'll get 2 of them. There we go. And once we've researched groundskeeping, we'll be able to get a gardener, which I don't think we'll need, but they can go around the outside and sort that out. Anyway, not too bad at the moment. It's starting to shape up quite nicely. At least we've got some prisoners and such, so hopefully next episode it won't burn down. But we'll see what happens, won't we? As always, thank you very much for watching. Comments in the comments, and generic partings.